Alright, you know what time it is. Once again, as usual, time's not about that time, not to self-time already, motherfucker. If you don't know what I get, no bitch, straight into it. Let's do this shit. It's been a long time coming, man. Shit, man. How long has it been since I made a video? I haven't made a video in 2 fucking months. I would assume it's just been a long ass fucking time. I've just been busy with work. I just haven't really been able to do anything right now, man. I just don't have time for anything like how I used to, man. This job, it's just a lot of shit that I have to take care of, man. You know, responsibilities, you know, adulting, that whole shit. But anyways, man, the video that I wanted to make right now is going to be my thoughts on what I think about the whole Tommy Sotomayor versus Kwame Brown. You know, my thing is lately, Tommy Sotomayor has been beefing with a lot of motherfucking new people who have gotten big in these YouTube streets. I mean, first, you know, you have Kevin Samuels, now it's Kwame Brown. Like, it's hard to keep up with all the motherfuckers that Tommy Sotomayor beefs with, man. I mean, I just don't know. It's just either people like doing Tommy wrong, or he just doesn't know how to get along, or doesn't work well with other people, man. It's just that he's just like every other week he gets into fallouts with so many fucking people, man. That's crazy. It's hard to keep track of all the people that Tommy Sotomayor falls out with, man. I mean, I just don't know, man. Maybe he's just not meant to work with people, or maybe he's just not meant to go mainstream, or maybe he's just not meant to be the big person as he thinks he should be. I don't know. But he always gets into arguments with people, he gets into fights with people. It's just, he doesn't know how to get along well with other people. And I think lots of the times, you know, it stems from his own issues of taking things personal. I feel like Tommy, lots of times he takes things way too fucking personal, you know? I mean, a lot of people start off becoming fans of Tommy Sotomayor, watching his videos religiously, and then when they start channels of their own and they become bigger, that's when the problem arises, because those people become very busy. Those people don't seem to have enough time for Tommy anymore, and he gets upset, and he starts, he starts turning on the people. I don't know. It's hard to keep track of everything that's going on. Like I said, I haven't been watching Tommy in a long ass fucking time, man. But now I just hear he's beefing with Kwame Brown now. I don't know. All this shit is hard to keep up with, man. I mean, it's just like it's a pattern, okay? Like when the YouTubers are smaller, it's not a problem. When the YouTubers grow in popularity and they become bigger than him, that's when the fucking problems start to that's when the problems start to become worse, man. I just don't know. It's just, how do I explain this, man? It's just, hold on. It's almost as if there's like a consecutive pattern that's going on. Okay, first the YouTubers are smaller, you know, then when they rise in popularity, okay, they start off becoming fans of Tommy. Then they start to get a YouTube channel. Then their YouTube channel starts growing. Tommy doesn't recognize them before, but, you know, when he tries to, when they become bigger, I guess Tommy wants to work together with the people. The people, they end up either having too much time for Tommy, or they end up outgrowing him in popularity and start going mainstream. And then the problems arise to where now Tommy, either the people are starting to curb Tommy or ghost Tommy, and Tommy takes it personal and tries to, I guess, attack the people. He did it with Kevin Samuels, now he's doing it with Kwame Brown. It's just a lot of shit going on, man. I mean, I see, you know, the one with Kevin Samuels, I do believe that Kevin Samuels is taking a lot of Tommy's talking points with the whole, you know, the my grandma told me and the fucking all this other shit. You know, he just, like, Kevin Samuels is taking a lot of Tommy Sotomayor's talking points. So, I mean, he has a reason to go at Kevin Samuels if that's how he feels, you know, and he has the proof to back up what he's saying. But the incident with Kwame Brown, however, you know, they were cool. Kwame was a fan. He, you know, I guess got his inspiration from Tommy and shit. And Kwame started making back and forth channels, talking and shit, you know, basically expressing his point of views on certain issues, you know, because he's seen Tommy do it, and he sees how successful Tommy was doing his shit, and now he's trying to, I guess, learn from Tommy, you know. Kwame Brown, within over a short period of time, ever since he went at Charlemagne the God, you know, he fucked around, got big, got famous, got popular and shit, and now he's starting to go mainstream. A lot of the people are starting to notice and recognize him, and he's starting to become, to be honest, now, I would say he's bigger than Tommy Sotomayor. at this very moment. And within a short period of time, that's quite impressive. You gotta give Kwame Brown his credit, you know? I mean, he took inspiration from Tommy and took that and then grew into something that's very big. Had he did that shit in his NBA career, he would have been more of a success than he was now in the NBA. That's the thing. Like, had he took the shit that he did in this YouTube shit, had he applied that to the NBA, he would have been at least on the level of a LeBron James, in my opinion. But however, I just feel as though, you know, everything is unfolding in a negative manner, because it's like, okay, now that he's big, I feel like, how do I explain this? Okay, so basically what happened is, Tommy Sotomayor and Kwame Brown used to be cool. They had each other's numbers. They spoke on a personal level and shit. You know, even at one point in time, he invited Kwame Brown on the show. Okay, they were cool. Kwame Brown started growing in popularity and shit. And after growing in popularity, Kwame, you know, was getting a lot of interviews from people. People wanted to talk to him. He was the flavor of the month. Now, he's starting to have less and less time for Tommy. Kwame wanted to do an interview with Judge Joe Brown, Tommy, and himself. He ended up stopped like over the past couple of days. He stopped talking to Tommy Sotomayor and ended up doing the Judge Joe Brown interview without Tommy. Tommy felt slighted by that shit and was like, you know what? Why are you trying to curb me? Why are you doing shit without me? So to be honest, I feel like in that regard, Tommy has every right to feel like he's getting ghosted, or he's getting curbed, or like you're not talking to me, you're not communicating with me. Because the thing is, like, if you promise to do things on a certain time, your word as a man should mean something. If you're over here ghosting people and shit, that's not cool, especially if that person was supposed to be your friend or your business partner or whatever. You know? I mean, I don't know. The reason why Kwame Brown even had the inspiration to even want to do this talking shit is because he's listening to Tommy Sotomayor, you know? And I feel like, I guess Tommy Sotomayor, I would say in a way, is responsible for Kwame Brown's success. But you see, you know, as a man, you don't want to feel like another man is responsible for your success, because you want to be your own man. You want to be, you want to build yourself from the ground up from who you are, you know? I want to gain success from the merits of my own, and me giving another person credit for my success is like saying that I am indebted to this person, or I owe this person something, or I have to kneel before this person and grovel to them, that's not what men like to do. See, part of being a man is building, part of being a man is growing, and I don't want to feel like I owe another man anything for my success, you know? I don't want to feel like I have to worship this man or kiss his ass for my success that I built on my own, you know? I mean, you were the inspiration for it, but I don't want to feel like, you know, I owe you some shit, you know? I think that's where the problem lies, you know? A lot of these people, they become big, they start hanging out with Tommy, then they surpass Tommy in popularity, and they just leave him to the wayside, which, to be honest, is kind of fucked up. It's like Tommy Sotomayor, he's kind of like the girlfriend who wants to stay by a dude when he don't have shit, but then when the dude has shit, now he leaves his the woman who stayed with him when he was broke for another woman. That's kind of what this situation is like, you know? I just feel like this happens too many times to Tommy, you know? He finds somebody that wants to grow a channel. That person, they learn from him, then they turn on him, or either they don't turn on him, or they're too busy for him now, you know? I just don't like the way things unfold, man. Now, Kwame Brown and Tommy Sotomayor are beefing with each other, calling each other names and shit, and it's just not cool, man. They're both saying things to each other that you cannot go back from, and to be honest, all of this shit could have been solved had, you know, they did a show together and talked about how they felt, or the shit could have been resolved had they just talked about it offline, man. All this shit should have been resolved offline, man. I don't know. But, God, man. I just don't. This is not a good look for black men, man. This bullshit that's happening, man. My thing is, I do intend to probably make a part 2 on this if I could. But right now, this is just like the rough draft or whatever. You know, I'm gonna expand more on my thoughts. I mean, I don't have an issue with Tommy, nor do I have an issue with fucking Kwame Brown. But, you know, in this video, part 2, I want to be able to go more in depth and speak objectively from both sides of who was in the right and who was in the wrong, you know, in certain issues or certain aspects of their arguments and shit. So, yeah, I mean, I guess for now, that's pretty much all I have for now. But until then, I guess I'm out. You already know what it is. It's The Underdog, and part 2 is coming up next. Peace.